Welcome back, everybody. And it is time to work on this last roof. Some things are going to go well, some things actually probably are going to go well too. This is not a scenario that, like that corridor wall where Revit just can't figure things out. There's just a lot of work that we need to actually do to make this model finish and drain water properly. So let's go ahead and get started. And following along, we're going to be on page 304. So the textbook is going to tell us to navigate to um, the roof view, and I don't know what that is because of course I've modeled from scratch, so I'm going to go to the south elevation and look at my levels that we created quite some time ago, and I see that I have a parapet and I see I have a roof. So great. So I am going to navigate to a roof floor plan, and if I don't have one, I'll create it. If I look through my floor plans, I see a roof. So I'm okay, and I'm going to navigate to that floor plan. Of course, if you don't have one in your project, remember you can just simply use View, Plan View, Floor Plan, and if you don't have a roof view, then you would see roof in here as a level, or whatever you named your level at 50 feet. You could select that and click OK, and you would then get a new view over here that would be the same name as the level here at 50 feet. So all that said, I'm going to navigate to my roof level, and pretty darn um, blank, right? But this is pretty high up. And so quite honestly, I don't know why, but I'd kind of like to see my walls that are down below. I'll probably regret this, but so I'm going to set my view range to see another 3 feet down. And I don't see anything. I thought I clicked apply. -5 and -5. Still don't see anything. This is my roof view, and that's the name. The level I need to find is roof, so I'm at the correct level. Oh, look at that. I already have a roof in here. Well, let's get rid of that thing. I'll delete that roof. And there's my walls and that other stuff that's down below. So let me come back and get my view range and set that to something a little more reasonable. I think where I was originally suggesting a -3, apply, okay, and I can see my walls. All right, so this roof command is actually really straightforward. I will say that the textbook asks us to modify these elevator shaft walls, but I'm not going to, just to highlight what's kind of going to happen here. So I'm going to use my roof by footprint, and I want 0 overhang, no slope. I do want my boundary line, and I want to use pick wall. So I'm going to hover over the inside of a wall, hit tab, looking for my, there we go. Let's try it again. I want to go all the way around, and it does look like I'm going to get it. So I am going to select what I have, and then I'm going to come over here and tab and see what I get. I get nothing. So I'm going to go all the way around by selecting, and I can see that I've got some extra stuff in here that I don't want. So I'm going to delete this magenta line, and then I'm going to clean things up here with some trimming. Trim to a corner. I've got multiple objects selected. So I deleted a line there, and that's okay. So I'm going to delete this line and trim to a corner. and I think I have an enclosed roof here. So notice that it is on roof level. My base offset is 0, and I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to navigate to 3D. Yeah, and since I already have this roof, I didn't get the result I was expecting. But if I zoom in a little bit, notice that the roof is below this upper section of wall, and that's just called a parapet. It's just an architectural term. It's a piece of wall that sticks up above a roof, and commonly nowadays it's used to hide HVAC or water pumps or water tanks up on the roof, so those type of objects can't be seen by someone down on the ground level. All right, so I believe that in your project you might be seeing your elevator shaft walls sticking up through the roof. And so I'm going to help us or guide us into getting over and adjusting those. So I'm going to use this override graphics in view by element and turn my roof 50% transparent so I can see those down below. And by the way, that didn't work. By element 50% and click OK. All right. So now, if I believe in your project, if you select one of these walls, you are going to see that it goes up, either up to roof or up to parapet. I'm going to change mine to up to parapet with 0 offset, and this might be what you see, right? A CMU wall that's sticking right up through your roof. And clearly we don't want that. These are the elevator shafts. So the parapet, what we're going to do is we're going to adjust these walls to the level of the parapet, to the level of the roof, and a -1 foot offset. And the -1 foot offset comes from the fact that the roof itself is 1 foot thick. So in essence, our CMU walls are going to come up to the bottom of the roof. All right, so let's do that. So you're going to select 1, 2, 3, 4, as well as the other 4 on the other side, and adjust them to the roof level and create a -1 foot offset. And then they come down. And then what you might see is 2 holes in your roof. So remember, we put a opening shaft in here into our file, and remember that opening is going to cut through anything all the way up to whatever height we set. So it took me a while, but if you move your mouse around, you'll be able to find and then select those shaft openings. And notice I have mine here set to up to the level roof, and you're going to want to adjust yours to, from whatever it is to the roof level. And then the offset again wants to be -1 foot, so that they're coming up directly to the bottom of the roof. And so make sure that happens. Either hit enter twice or click apply, and then your roof should look like mine. And I'm going to take my transparency back off. I don't think I had the roof selected. Override graphics in view by element and take my roof transparency off. And I have a big blank roof. Okay, so I think this is a good stopping point. At some point here, we're going to navigate to the roof level, and we're going to draw in a bunch of construction geometry. So we'll come back in the next section to do that, and hopefully this is helpful, and we'll see you in the next section.